goes on to say it's going to be hard. Well, everything sounded pretty good up until that, right? Like it's going to be painful. Like life as a follower of Jesus isn't, milk and cookies and double stuffed Oreos. Like it's going to be difficult. There's going to be pain and suffering. And he immediately kind of gets into that. And he talks in verse 11, he says, first, know that your soul is going to be attacked. Your soul is going to be attacked. And he says in verse 12, that's why you got to keep your conduct among the Gentiles honorable, so that when they speak against you as evildoers, they may see your good deeds and glorify God. Listen, you may be the only expression of Jesus that some people will ever see. They may never pick up a Bible, but they may see you and go, that must be what the Bible has to say. He goes on in verse 13, and he says, you're going to experience suffering at the hands of people that should protect you. Now here it's talking about the government specifically, but there are probably been authorities in your life that should have protected you and didn't protect you. And you have experienced unjust suffering, abuse, maybe a boss, parent, you name it. And what's unusual here is he says, in the midst of that pain, lives people who are free. Keep expressing the freedom that isn't rooted in the gratification of the world, but is rooted in the ways and personhood of Jesus. So, how does our calling and suffering interface with one another? In fact, he continues to go on. He says, what credit is it if you who sin are beaten for it? Like if you've messed up, then there's probably consequences, so don't act like you're suffering there. But there's going to be certain things that you haven't deserved, and you'll suffer. And that's when he begins to unpack for us what happens to our faith as it grows and as God is glorified.